Today I will show you one of the techniques that I use on a daily basis in my salon, and that is baby lights. I'm using Silver Bleach from Maria Nila Bleach Collection. My model today has a previously bleached hair, but with an outgrowth. Today I'll work with baby lights around her face and in the partings to get the most natural lift without a distinct outgrowth for the next time. Baby lights is a technique that I often use in combination with other techniques, such as freehand painting or original foils, to add a natural feeling to my results. Before starting my application, I'm always planning my sections carefully. I notice if the client has any swirl or movements that I need to keep in mind during my painting process. I'll work with diagonal sections around her face, but also in the partings. I'm sectioning the hair the way I'll work before I'm starting the application to help myself keep track of the area I'm focusing on. Silver Bleach is perfect for this technique since it has violet pigments that will help me neutralize the warm tones directly in the process. It also has a creamy nice formula that fits this technique perfectly. I'm mixing the powder 1+2 together with our developer. When I'm applying baby lights, I'm taking thinner sections than I usually do. The sections are supposed to be so thin that you can read the newspaper through it. I weave the section, also this very thin. I carefully apply the bleach in the outgrowth, and I make sure not to add any formula on the already bleached areas. Since I'm working with these thin sections, I don't need to add bleach as close to the scalp as I used to do. The bleach will move a bit in the foil, and if I apply it too close to the scalp, the risk of bleeding will increase. Please notice how little amount of bleach I'm using in each package. Of course, you want to cover the hair to make sure that you get an even lift, but don't overdo it. If you have too much bleach left in the package after it has penetrated the hair, it will try to move somewhere else, and once again, you increase the risk of bleeding, both into the scalp, but also against the previously bleached areas. As you can see, I start to work around her face and then move on to the partings. Around the face, I'm always trying to include the last strays closest to the face in my package. By doing this, I'm minimizing the risk of a harsh outgrowth, and my model will feel as light as possible, yet natural. I use the same thin sections in the partings and work diagonal here as well. When doing this, I make sure to get a natural result of the baby lights. Okay, I'm done with my application, and now I'm going to let the bleach do its job. Since I have worked with these thin sections and have a fine hair, the processing time will not be as long as with other techniques. I'm watching over my model to make sure to rinse when the bleach is ready. Since I have reached the lightening level I was striving for, together with a nice shade, I'll not work with any toner afterwards. Instead, just apply the Silver Shop as the last product in the washing station and let it sit until I have reduced the last of the warm tones. I'm also applying the Silver Shop all over her hair to give it a boost with both moisture and pigments. Okay, now I'll show you the result of today's session with baby lights together with Maria Nila Silver Bleach. A natural sun-kissed lift around her face and in the partings. A technique that is so nice to mix with freehand, original foils, or just like this. An easy fix in between larger visits, so my model always feels that her highlights are up to date.